fragrances with high sex appeal for men. Alright, no messing around. We're going for extremely seductive fragrances. And remember, all the fragrances I mentioned are going to be links in the description, so you could easily find them. And the first one I'm going to go for is a pretty good one, actually one of my favorites. This is Ambre Sultan from Serge Lutens, if you can see that. So, this is pure resin. You're not messing around here. When you wear this, you mean business. This is, you got the amber, you got several types of different resins. You got some myrrh thrown in there. This is very much a incensey sort of, amber here. Ambre Sultan with all those resins. Very much smoky, seductive, a little bit exotic. Again, incensey sort of thing. So that's not for everyone. You know, if you gravitate more towards fresh, crisp fragrances, this is not it. This is like smooth, warm, heavy, intense sort of fragrance. So this is really, it's actually unisex, but I would definitely say it's more masculine. With all those really, it's not sweet at all. It's just this smokiness, this intensity. It has a certain power to it. Yeah, super sexy here. Again, no messing around. This is like, you put on a few sprays, you have this just solid wall of fragrance around you. Really nice. Then, kind of similar, but not as so direct. This is Dior Homme Intense. So, this is also one of my favorites. This is kind of just like the bomb of men's fragrances. Super attractive. The main notes here are iris and ambrette. A few other notes, like some wood notes thrown in there. Very, very attractive. So the thing about this is the iris has a little bit of sweetness, but then it's immediately counteracted by the ambrette, which is a type of musk. And of course the wood notes, which are dry and heavy and kind of act as the foundation for the entire fragrance. This is super strong, probably like, I would say 8 hours longevity. You're not messing around really with any of these on the list. And this is a Dior fragrance, so you already know it's high quality, you don't have to worry about the quality. And it's just, so I've tried a lot of the different Dior Hommes. This is probably my favorite one because it is so unique, it is so strong and long-lasting. You really don't have to reapply it. If you're going out for the evening, you want to wear something pretty noticeable, pretty intense. This is definitely a good option because it will last, again, I would say minimum 8 hours, most likely longer than that. And it's just so interesting. If you're going out, most men will not be wearing this. They'll be wearing something more typical, like maybe Versace Eros. If you wear this, you'll immediately get more attention because, again, less people are wearing it. And it's more intriguing, it's more complex. It's just smoother, warmer, and more mysterious. It's also pretty versatile. You could easily wear this to a dinner, to a party, or just going out. It is more of an evening fragrance, but it's pretty versatile enough to wear even in the daytime, especially in colder weather. Then, if you are not gravitating so much towards those warm, heavy fragrances and you want something a little bit more on the fresher side, I would say go for Terre d'Hermès, specifically Eau Givrée, right here. So, the thing about this is that it is probably the freshest thing you will ever get your hands on, besides pure ice, because Eau Givrée in French means frozen water. So again, icy, cold, fresh. It has some juniper berries thrown in, and juniper berries are, I would say they're most similar to pine, the smell of pine needles, that fresh, just crisp smell. Kind of similar to that. So what you're getting here is like, you're standing out in the forest by a stream in the middle of winter. Just like pure freshness. You cannot hardly get fresher than this. Very attractive scent. Now, because it is light, the longevity is a bit more moderate. I would say 4 to 5 hours, probably leaning more on 5 hours. But despite that, you know, even if you do have to reapply it, it is so good. It is, I mean, instantly recognizable. Another example of something that most men do not wear regularly, because, you know, they'll go for the more popular stuff, but this is a little bit more kind of off to the side, so you can get way more attention because there's less competition, and it's, again, really nice. If you prefer those fresher scents, this is a good option. Then, going for a classic, which we don't have, Drakkar Noir. So, Drakkar Noir, I'm sure some people watching this will know, massively popular fragrance in the 80s. Pretty much the fragrance for men in the 80s. It has declined since then, which is why less people wear it now, but it's a very good fragrance. It is pretty aromatic, pretty fresh, not quite as fresh as the Terre d'Hermès, but still very fresh, aromatic. It has some herb notes, some green notes. You know, you get these really sharp, intense, masculine notes. Now, if you were to have worn this in the 80s, you wouldn't have stood out at all because everyone was wearing this. But fortunately, since far less people are wearing it now, you will definitely stand out because, again, less competition. It's a classic scent, and despite it being an older scent, it still does really well. Great longevity, despite its lighter notes. I would say 7 hours, maybe even 8 hours sometimes. So, very reliable fragrance. And the good news, because it is a classic scent, very affordable. It's like $20 to $30. So you can get this really intense, beautiful fragrance for a fraction of the price of these more modern ones. So if you're on a budget, that's a big bonus. Then the last one I have is more of a clubbing fragrance, if you're into that, which is Paco Rabanne 1 Million. So this can be a little bit polarizing of a scent, so you do have to be a little bit careful. But besides that particular fact, it's actually pretty good. As a clubbing fragrance, obviously it's going to be super strong, so you have to be, you know, watch out for that. Don't wear this to the office. It's a very masculine scent, obviously meant to be very luxurious, hence the name 1 Million and the fact that the bottle looks like a bar of gold. So it's a little bit, you know, a little bit kind of in your face in terms of its strength. It will last 9 hours, but again, be careful where you wear this. You don't want to wear this in a more enclosed space. This is more, you're in a big nightclub, or there's a lot of people, you're in a crowd, you gotta stand out, you know. So, as long as you're careful where you wear it, you should be good to go. But also be aware it is kind of polarizing, not everyone likes it, but for the most part, I would say most people enjoy it. So, that is my list of extremely attractive, high sex appeal fragrances for men. So if you have anything to say about these fragrances, of course you can leave a comment down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.